Aloha and Happy New Year to every single one of you guys. We are now on the first day of 2026, and I have a feeling that we will be tired of winning. And of course, the end of 2025 has been really, really difficult, but I think we're starting on a completely different platform in 2026. I will show you here what just happened in the last 24 hours, and this is going to get you excited because it looks like the market is about to pump again in Q1 of 2026, which is extremely exciting. So let's get to it. And I mean, I hope you are having an incredible day, and some of you might be going through some stuff on the first day of the year already. I think hope is far more important, and believe in yourself, whether you believe in a higher power or in yourself, whatever it takes, believe something that's going to give you so much power and trust the process. And I wish you guys the best of 2026. And thanks to everyone who have been with me since 2016 on this channel. And even if you only subscribed a month ago or 2 months ago or last year, it's been an incredible journey together. So let's get to it. So in the last 24 hours, I don't know if you know this, but there was a repo operations by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. These are the guys that control the money supply all around the world. And they just executed a repo supply. This line you're looking at here was on the 31st of December of 2025. So they basically activated about $74.6 billion, 31.5 billion of treasury-backed assets, and then you have mortgage-backed assets right here. So what does this mean? And I can show you the chart right here on TradingView. You can see it was sort of up, down until here. Yesterday, it just skyrocketed all the way to the moon, to the point where we're sitting now, that our bonds are about $105 billion of the Federal Reserve. So this means that these guys issued a note to be like, hey, if anybody want to borrow money, please, here's the money. So they executed the first event yesterday, and the first operation failed because none of the banks had a bid. Nobody was bidding. And then they issued the same operation again. And then after that, $70+ billion was injected into the system. So if you don't understand what this means, it simply just means, imagine if you run an operation, you run a business, and you have a Rolex watch, and you need some money, you need some cash quickly to sort of pay for orders and so on for your employees. You have a watch that's worth $50,000, but you don't want to sell it. So you're like, you know what? Why don't I just go to the pawn shop, make a deal with them, and say, I'll give you the watch, you keep it for me. You borrow me $10,000 to take care of my business. I'll return it. I'll return to you $5,010. So that $10 is the interest to be paid. So that's what the banks are doing. They're borrowing money from the Federal Reserve. They will trade with interest, and they will use that money to balance their books, make sure everything is looking right. But also, one can read this injection here as some kind of panic or fear that's going on in the market. Why do banks need all this money? Some other analysts are saying, well, this is a healthy indicator that banks think they can take on more risk, because what will happen is that this money that has been injected into the system by giving it all the way to the banks, now it will come to you through loans. Money becomes cheaper, and businesses will borrow a lot more. Borrowing becomes easier, and some of that money will be flowing down into stocks, crypto, and other asset classes. That is what's going to happen. And if you understand how macroeconomics work, you do get it that we're in a fiat system, and what matters is liquidity. So we have two things going on. We have injections like this repo that just happened, and we also have interest rates dropping as a pattern. Like, we're expecting much lower rates as we get into 2026. We're already around 3.7, I believe, at the moment, 3.75, and we should expect much lower. So how did Bitcoin reacted previously? So look, crypto hasn't entered the year at the best price point, Bitcoin is about 30% down from its all-time high. And now we entered the year at around $88,000, now at 87,800. And we've basically been sidewaying for quite a while, crabbing here. So I have been trading this Fibonacci retracement for a while, and I've been sharing those trades in and out. And you can see we're still within that range. And I expected things to go much worse, Bitcoin to drop. But the fact that we have maintained the sideways movement around $87,000, this is a great indicator that there is a great support. And with such injections of liquidity in the system, Bitcoin could now easily explode from this moment and shock a lot of people. And if you look at the heat maps, if you look at the crypto liquidation heat maps, you should be able to see that there's a lot of liquidations at the top, that if crypto goes up just by a little bit, there'll be a lot more money made. So there is a whole lot of interest and also reasons for the market to continue to go up, because the liquidations will make the shorts a lot more money. And I'm also paying attention still to the leaderboards of the whale wallets. Most of them are still bearish, but today I observed something different. From the last 24 hours, we have seen some of them reducing the leverage. I've also seen some of them getting out of their bearish positions, and they're currently neutral with no positions, like this guy here. He decided to just check out. This is a wallet that has made $106 million. So I'm not talking about small fish here. These are all whales. And for the majority are still bearish right now. But an overwhelming majority changed in the last 24 hours. Now they have no position. So this is a good sign that the market is shifting. So what I'm preparing now is to look for very, very good longs. I think we're still going to get a choppy market, especially as we get towards the weekend. We might dive down into $84,000 again. But now the odds of going down below $80,000 are much lower at this point. So the market is starting to look towards more bullish than bearish like it was in all of November. And I just want to remind you guys, all the tools that I use for trading, including my trading platform that I use to trade, not my personal trading platform, but the platform I use to trade now is BTCC. It's incredible, has deep liquidity, and does not require too much KYC. You can find the link to all these the platforms I use in the description of this video, or in link in bio if you're watching on X or TikTok and so on. You can copy other traders here. There's so many copy traders. You can trade futures, you can trade spot, obviously you go long and short, and you can also become a copy trader if you're a good one. You become a copy trader, other people copy you, and you share the revenue with them. And most importantly, I also share on my website AI tools that I use. So if you go to graybtc.io, not only that you'll find crypto tools, you'll find stock tools. On the last video, I showed you what platform I use to trade both crypto and stocks. You're also going to find some AI tools that I use. AI is very important right now, especially AI agents. And I think most of you guys should get on that. I have a trading community on Telegram. You should join. Link is also on this website. We're doing trading competitions every week starting this Friday. So be part of that community, especially if you want to test your trading muscles, practice, become better. Make sure you become part of that community, or otherwise 2026 is going to stand by and it's just going to pass you by and it's just going to be on standby. It's time to take some action. If you appreciate this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Stay awesome.